Can you stop?
You, like,
Stop.
Cut.
Stop.
You cut
Stop
those.
it. Stop it. And you're back with us in the checklist. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a regular, thank you for tuning in again. Please don't forget to follow us at the checklist 11. Let's get into this video, honey. So as you know, honey,
You're serious?
as you know, honey,
Are you on a roll?
we are back and we are reviewing and we are bringing you the tea, honey. What is it?
Okay, so we saw this story during the week, and it's something that we wanted to talk about, but
No, that we didn't want to talk about.
but we did at some point. Okay, let me give us an overview. So we actually did want to talk about it, but and then upon further review, we're like, actually, we don't want to talk about it. If you're a day one, subscriber of our channel, even if you're new, you know that we like talking about upbeat things. We don't really like getting into serious topics,
Like these.
although we do touch on them. So the reason why we touched on this topic is because there's been developments on this topic, and then we've also realized that, guys, we cannot run away from the truth. South Africa has a lot of ills that we have to discuss head on. It can't always be business as usual and roses and chocolates every single day. So DJ Fresh and Euphonik found themselves trending on Twitter sometime during this week, and the reason why that they were trending was because there was a Twitter user who boldly said that they were raped by the two gentlemen in 2011. So just to give you a backstory of what happened, the young lady says that she was a student at the University of Pretoria, and she was invited to a so-called chillers. So back in the day, small parties, small gatherings were called chillers, and she was invited by one of her friends. So she says that she was going there just to have fun, and she wasn't what is commonly known as stoko. She was going there as, I'm just gonna go have fun. I'm not going there as to be recruited for another guy.
Yeah.
So then it happens that she wakes up in the morning, and then she realizes that something has happened. And something has happened, and she was dragged, and she remembers that she was in and out of consciousness when the ordeal happened. So what happened was that she confronted the two gentlemen, and they ridiculed her in the morning. So she is not even sure who actually committed the crime, and she actually has now opened a case at the Pretoria Sunnyside police station regarding this matter. So the reason why we also wanted to touch on this topic is because if you've been following these two gentlemen, a dark cloud has been following DJ Fresh and Euphonik. I'll start with DJ Fresh and then you'll go on to Euphonik. So what has happened with DJ Fresh is that in 2020, Nsiki Mazwai came out and said that DJ Fresh had allegedly sexually assaulted somebody that she knew, and she brazenly put out that tweet, which DJ Fresh was like, you know what, I'm going to go to the High Court to appeal for a gag order against Nsiki Mazwai, and she must retract her statement. And he subsequently won, because obviously there was no evidence against DJ Fresh, and we all know with a lot of sexual assault cases, it's very hard to prosecute if there is not hard evidence, and if it happened a while back, because obviously then witnesses can be like interrogated to the point where some things are foggy. And then also Penny Libiani also came out in 2019, late 2019, and she said that when she was 17 years old, which is 20 years ago, she was in a very abusive relationship with somebody, and this person also sexually assaulted her and also abused her. So it has been rumored that this person is DJ Fresh, although she hasn't outrightly said that it is. She also hasn't outrightly said that it isn't, and we all know that there is a standing feud between the two.
So with Euphonik, we all know that in 2011 Euphonik was dating Bonang, Queen B. We all know her, and they were part of, like, they were the it couples, of Mzansi. They were the well-known couples and whatever. So in 2012, Bonang laid charges against Euphonik, saying that she was assaulted by Euphonik, and she later on dropped them. So Bonang has always wanted to say something. Like, she's always said said that there's dirty laundry about Euphonik, you know, but then Euphonik would always do these trends on Twitter and call her Hlanyo and all of these things, and you know, like it would seem like
would join in on this.
People would join in on this and think that Bonang is actually quite crazy. So I think, so I'm not really sure why she dropped the charges or whatever, but he also says he's got dirty laundry on her. But then it just shows that there is some toxicity in all of this, and there could be some truth in what we're hearing. We don't know, it is alleged. So so they released DJ Fresh and Euphonik recently released a statement, and this is what they had to say.
In light of the serious allegations leveled against us, we've decided to step away from all public work engagements until such time that this matter has been resolved and the law has taken its course. So this is a joint statement of the two gentlemen. And also it has also come out that Prime Media has also decided to sever ties with the two DJs because they work under the umbrella of Prime Media and one of the radio stations, and it's just temporary until the matter is resolved. And also, what I can say about this whole ordeal is that we are seeing that SA corporate is actually starting to take gender-based violence and sexual assault cases very seriously, especially when it comes to people that are in the entertainment industry. For example, Katleho Maboy, who he's nowhere to be found after that video trended on Twitter. So obviously there has been a general debate that has been going around regarding that, you know, your employer has no business firing you for something that you didn't do at work. So this is my opinion, and I'm going to be very outright and say that the justice system in South Africa is really not supporting women, and it's not favorable to women. It's not favorable to rape cases, assault cases, whether it's assault with grievous bodily harm or a sexual assault cases. We hardly get high prosecution rates, and it's very encouraging for me to see that corporate South Africa and private sector South Africa is actually starting to take these cases very seriously, that they're severing ties with these men that are committing some of these crimes. I know it's like a small step, but for me it's a big step, because
it's a step in the right direction.
It's a step in the right direction. It cannot be that a person such as DJ Fresh all the time there's something there's always something leveled against him. Where there's smoke there is fire. I'd tend to say that one day, somewhere, somehow, something is going to happen. Look at the R. Kelly cases and look at the Bill Cosby cases. Those people were prosecuted without DNA evidence. So I don't think R. Kelly has been prosecuted as yet, but he's still, you know, in trial. But all I'm saying is that the South Africans, the South Africa, legal system has to become very stronger. So we were talking about this yesterday when we were talking about releasing a registry. So in America, there's a sexual predator registry that is available for everybody to see. So if your next door neighbor is a sexual predator, you will know. And this is something that has been talked about in South Africa. Obviously there are pros and cons to everything, where maybe a person was wrongly accused and they are on that list. But unfortunately, with the way that South Africa is going, it seems that people commit these sexual assault acts and
just get away with it.
Yeah, and I think I'm very proud of Prime Media. I'm proud of Outsurance. I'm proud of SABC, because Katleho was part of Expresso, and I'm proud of the steps that they have taken to sever ties with these people. And Boris, like, if you're in the entertainment industry, that's your own gual. Like when you're abusing your power that you have because you're a celebrity and think that you can get away with just touching and doing whatever you can to just comment people. And you know, that girl obviously was very young at that time for her to actually go and report that case. What do you think about it? Do you have anything that you...
No, I have nothing to say.
Yeah, but you generally like agree, because I'm like waffling, because I'm so passionate. No, I'm very passionate about these things, and it's so difficult to talk about it, but at the end of the day we have to talk about it. Obviously I cannot say what I need to say in like a very balanced way in a short video. we'd have to like have a long drawn out discussion, but my thoughts are we'll see what happens. I mean, we spoke about Tolismo, we talked about that other guy, it's Java, now it's DJ Fresh and Euphonik. We've spoken about all of these cases,
and these are the conversations we should be having. So I'm just glad that, you know, everything is working out for women these days and they're taking us seriously. These cases are taken seriously. So yeah,
even if it's not by the justice system, like if they can't feel it in terms of like serving the time, then they must feel it more their pockets. Some of these people.
That's about it. Thank you guys for watching this video.
We'll follow, like always, we'll always follow these cases, although sometimes they just finish in thin air and we don't know what happens, but we'll strongly follow it
and we'll let you guys know. Please don't forget to follow us at the Checklist 11 on Instagram. See you in another video. Bye.